My dear friend, have you ever felt like your life is a room filled with too much furniture? We wake up with a long list of to-dos, unread messages, and deadlines chasing us. We rush to fill our 24 hours with countless nameless tasks, only to lay in bed at night feeling an inner emptiness. We ask ourselves, I've been busy all day, but why don't I feel like I've truly lived? Today, Professor Thomas brings a glass jar. It's empty, much like your soul at the start of a new journey. He slowly places large rocks, each the size of a fist, into the jar. He arranges them carefully until no more can fit. He looks at us, smiles, and asks, "Do you think this jar is full?" We all answer in unison, "Yes, Professor, it's full." But then, he takes out a small bag of pebbles, pours them in, and shakes the jar gently. The pebbles clatter into the spaces between the large rocks. Then he adds sand, and finally, a full glass of water. Every grain of sand, every drop of water fills the tiniest gaps. Only then does he speak softly. Now the jar is truly full, and you know this jar is a reflection of each of our lives.
If you're feeling that your life is full but suffocating, let's pause for a moment to see what you might have accidentally poured into your jar first. Professor Thomas looks at the now heavy jar and explains in a voice as warm as a father's whisper, "My children, these large rocks represent the most important things in your life. It is your health, your very breath, the smiles of your parents, the deep connection with your soulmates, and the burning dreams you cherish. Even if you lose everything else, if you still have these rocks, your life remains solid and complete." He points to the small pebbles. And these are things that matter, but they aren't everything. It's your job, your house, your car, or your titles. They make life comfortable, but they cannot replace the large rocks. Finally, he touches the fine sand. The sand is the small stuff. It's the hours spent mindlessly scrolling through social media, the pointless arguments, the shopping for things we don't really need. They are tiny, but they have a massive capacity to take up space. Do you see the mistake we often make? Imagine if the professor had poured the sand in first. Would there be room for the large rocks? Absolutely not. Our lives are the same. If you spend all your energy on the sand, the trivial worries or temporary pleasures, you will have no space left for what truly matters. Think of those who say they are too busy to call their mother or exercise, yet can spend 3 hours every night on their phones. They filled their jar with sand before they ever placed the rocks of family and health inside. They end up busy but lonely, fulfilled in tasks but hollow inside. The truth is, our time is limited, but the capacity of our soul depends on how we arrange it. What do you choose to put in first? As the story seemed to reach its end, a student asked, "Professor, what about the water? What does it represent?" Professor Thomas smiled brightly, his eyes sparkling. "Great question. The water proves that no matter how busy your life seems, no matter how crowded your jar is with responsibilities, there is always room for the small joys. It's a cup of tea with an old friend, a sudden smile shared with a stranger, or a moment to stop and admire a blooming flower. These things aren't heavy like rocks or sharp like pebbles. They are soft and fluid, nourishing our souls amidst the dryness of reality. My dear friend, the lesson of the jar is not to make us feel guilty about spending time on sand or pebbles. It is a gentle reminder to be mindful of our choices. Start your day by placing your large rocks first. Make time to care for your body. Hug your loved ones while you still can. And never forget the dreams that make your heart beat. When the important rocks are firmly in place, everything else will find its own way. Don't wait until the end of the journey to realize you have a jar full of sand, but missing the very things that give life meaning. Today, before we close this video, I want to ask you, what is the largest rock in your jar right now? Write it down, or simply take a minute to think of it with gratitude. May your jar be full, not with busyness, but with wholeness and love.